Hello everybody, welcome to Ageless Rock. In this video, I will share with you a rather less famous archaeological site in the state of Maharashtra in India. This site is both amazing and mysterious at the same time. Ajanta Caves site is located in a very small village called Ajanta village in the district of Aurangabad. Because of few thousand years of civilization, this tiny village offers plenty of historical sites to see. Ajanta Caves site is a 2-hour drive to Ellora Caves, which has the famous Kailasa temple. A visit to Ajanta Caves site will not be complete without seeing Kailasa temple. From Google Map, you can see that it is a roughly 400 meter stretch of walking distance. Ajanta Caves site is a series of 36 caves in a U-shaped basalt bedrock. It is unclear how the mighty Satavahana Empire has anything to do with this. So it looks to me the caves were already there and later civilization made good use of it. Look at the panoramic view of this site. It is about 400 meters long on a 75 meters cliff of basalt bedrock. It is hard to believe that ancient Indians purposely chose the hardest and most challenging part of Mother Nature to carve with soft ancient chisels 2,200 years ago. Let's take a look at cave number 1. Can you see the volume of bedrock the ancient Indians have to carve out on the outside before they can even begin carving the interior? Look at the tourists to get an idea of the scale of the project. I am not the only one who thinks ancient Indians didn't do this. Scientific research shows the caves cannot be made by human. Just because human carved on the pillars and walls doesn't mean it was made by human. We have to consider how it was made. The volume of basalt to be removed is simply astounding. In cave number 1, ancient Indians removed approximately 6,000 cubic meters of basalt, weighing approximately 17,500 tons. I think the amount of manpower could have been used to build palaces much bigger than 6,000 cubic meters. Cave number 2 is no less amazing. The amount of bedrock removed on the outside is beyond logic. Then they chisel away the surface to create an amazing facade. After admiring the outside, you will be blown away when you see the interior of cave number 2. Carvings and paintings at world-class level that seems to fill every inch. If I assume the ceiling is 4 meters high based on the picture, then the hardworking ancient Indians would have removed a little over 3,000 cubic meters of basalt weighing approximately 9,000 tons. The exterior of cave number 4 may not look impressive, but I'm still blown away by the amount of basalt the ancient Indians have to deal with. A huge triangular piece of bedrock went missing without a trace. With the triangular block outside vanished, they went on to chisel a 980 meters square vihara. Assuming this is a 4 meter high vihara, that means about 4,000 cubic meters of basalt went missing. No one in their right mind will remove about 11,000 tons of rubble so far away that no scientist can find them today. Cave number 5 is an unfinished cave. Nevertheless, you can see a massive volume of approximately 9,000 tons of basalt was carved out. The interior is not that impressive to a common tourist. Although cave number 5 doesn't get much attention, it certainly gets my attention because I found the evidence of unknown civilization tool marks. This gear track on the left of cave number 5 is similar to those around the world. Cave number 6 and number 7 are like a double-story rectangular holes cut into the bedrock. The site is incredibly steep, like a 90-degree drop. Approximately 1,800 cubic meters of basalt was chiseled away, effectively removed over 5,000 tons of debris. The interior of cave number 6 is a massive hall with 12 pillars. Frankly speaking, this cave doesn't need pillars. This is a basalt bedrock which can have a cavity many times larger than this. Cave number 7 has 2 porticos to welcome you. The exterior is impressive, but it is the right side that I find it interesting. This type of unfinished work shows it was done in a manner that the tools were able to slice basalt like butter. Unfinished parts should show heavily chiseled and very crude marks. This slice like butter technology on this basalt is the same as any megalithic sites around the world. In this picture, I only show those few from Peru. I can estimate based on 6 meters high ceiling, about 3,000 cubic meters was removed, and I am more interested in the 8,600 tons of rubble that went missing. Cave number 8 is not finished. From the layout given and an estimated height of 6 meters like the rest, 2,250 cubic meters weighing 6,525 tons of basalt vanished into thin air. Cave number 9 is the main attraction at Ajanta Caves site. It is the most impressive among the 36 caves. The facade with 2 huge Buddha statues welcome you to the chaitya. I think this is not just good craftsmanship but rather something that requires modern engineering precision. At cave number 9, an impressive estimate of about 864 cubic meters of basalt was removed from a stupa that sits at the far end. From the back of the stupa, I can see the walls and ceilings are nicely flattened to 90-degree angle. That is very impressive achievement with ancient chisels. Cave number 10 has the largest facade. It is prominent from far and visible from a panoramic view. With the dimensions given, we are looking at a bedrock where almost 3,000 cubic meters of basalt weighing 8,630 tons were removed. Thanks to old photos and paintings, we can see that the original interior condition was as if it was hit by an earthquake. Looks like many of the 39 octagonal pillars were broken. Cave number 11 is not impressive on the outside. However, it is exciting for me to see that there are 7 mysterious rectangular holes here, just like those from all over the world. Cave number 11 has about 1,000 cubic meters of basalt, weighing an estimated 3,000 tons removed without a trace. Cave number 12 is another cave that doesn't command attention. However, the unfinished statue is rather interesting to me because when it is unfinished, it should be rough and has lots of visible chisel marks. It seems like it was already shaped by a technology that can soften the rock and shape like a dough. This unimpressive cave number 12 monastery hall has a cavity of about 1,000 cubic meters where 3,100 tons of basalt was removed. Cave number 15 looks like a cave we can give it a miss. I am not sure why ancient Indians prefer a higher level and therefore made the extra effort to carve stairs out of the bedrock. Normally, if you need to climb up, our human instinct is to make wooden ladders or stairs. This unfinished cave has a floor space of 20 meters by 16 meters with an estimated height of 3 meters. That means 960 cubic meters were removed and approximately 2,800 tons of rubble went missing. Cave number 16 is another main attraction. 2 gigantic elephants welcome you at the entrance that leads you upstairs to a hall where a sitting Buddha awaits you. Approximately 2,000 cubic meters of basalt weighing about 5,800 tons was removed. This volume is excluding the front starting from where the elephants stand. Cave number 17 comes with pillars on the porch and is famous for its 30 murals on the inside. With an estimated height of 5 meters, about 4,550 cubic meters of basalt was removed. An astounding 13,000 tons of bedrock removed for this vihara, but we are wondering how it was done and still looking for rubble. Cave number 19 has an impressive entrance where a mind-boggling triangular bedrock was removed. The interior of this chaitya has beautiful stupa. About 1,000 cubic meters of basalt weighing approximately 3,000 tons were removed. Cave number 20 is a small, highly painted vihara with a Buddha statue in the sanctum. Approximately 864 cubic meters of rock weighing 2,500 tons were removed from here. Cave number 21 is a much smaller vihara with a sanctum. About 2,400 cubic meters of basalt weighing approximately 7,000 tons were removed. Cave number 23 is an unfinished vihara with a Buddhist sanctum. Although it is not impressive to see, an impressive 2,500 cubic meters of basalt weighing approximately 7,500 tons were removed from here. As you can see from here, cave number 24 is unfinished. With the work left behind like this, leaving behind a cave volume of 3,364 cubic meters, I can tell this is not an ancient tool mark. I think I found a smoking gun to prove it was an advanced civilization that came earlier and did the groundwork. These long vertical striations prove it was an advanced raking machine that made it possible to cut into the basalt. Cave number 25 has a very big vihara, but it is incomplete even though approximately 3,364 cubic meters of basalt weighing almost 10,000 tons was carved out. Cave number 26 has a front that required a ridiculous amount of manpower to carve the bedrock so that the cave can have a breathtaking view of the facade. It has an amazing stupa in the chaitya. This chaitya project required a removal of 6,000 tons of basalt. The entrance will require even more manpower. Based on the data available on the internet, 25 caves can be measured confidently. The total volume of man-made caves is approximately 52,000 cubic meters. You can also say about 150,000 tons of rubble went missing, together with millions of ancient chisels. Don't forget, I didn't include 11 other caves and exclude the exterior. The total can be as high as 300,000 tons. I don't think simple inscriptions like these are all you need to conclude that it was the ancient Indians who carved on bedrock much harder than the ancient tools they had, a volume that even today's technology will have difficulty. Just like John Smith, who accidentally discovered Ajanta Caves in 1819, he instinctively inscribed on the wall his name and date. This is a very natural thing to do. I don't think we can give credit loosely to a dynasty just because someone made a comment on the wall. Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy my presentation on Ajanta Caves and see you next time. Acha, chatehin, goodbye.